Hey guys, and welcome back to another WFM Tipsy Thursdays. I am your show host, the Contact Center Whisperer, the CEO and founder of Solid Rock Consulting. And this week we are talking about scheduling best practices for 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week, contact centers. And this week I have with us none other than the amazing Alan. Alan is joining us live all the way over from Guatemala. Alan, thank you so much for being with us today.
Hi, thank you for this opportunity. It is a pleasure to chat with you today. And yes, I'm here in Guatemala. I'm part of the WFN team. I'm in RTA, and I'm here to talk about the WFN topics. Thank you.
Awesome. So, Alan, before we hop into scheduling best practices, tell us, when did you first fall in love with workforce management?
Thank you. That's a good question, and I believe that it is the most important because this happened a few years ago in 2017.
Mm,
Yeah, when I worked for Convent, Guatemala, I started as a RTA, and and that was the place where I knew about WFM. In this case, intraday team, the scheduling, planning.
yep.
So that was really interesting, and that's why I I fell in love with WFM.
In your own words, Alan, tell us what would you think, what are some scheduling best practices for 24-hour call centers?
Yeah. In this case, I believe that we need to be focused, like you mentioned this before on a post. We need to have the right people at the right place and at the right time, but we need to be strategic, right? We need to meet the goals of the company and how this will impact the company. So I believe that we need to have a great communication with our operations team, so
Hmm.
we can discuss the more convenient schedules for our folks, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Yeah, we have to have a communication strategy so that we can find out what are the best schedules for our organization and our culture. We can't just be like, oh, yeah, such and such does 8 to 5. And so we're going to do 8 to 5. That may not be the best fit for the company culture, or the individuals that are, or the customers, right? They may not be calling in at that time.
Yes.
So understanding really and having a good communication is what you're saying, is a good strategy for putting out the best schedules. What are one of the tips that you can leave us around scheduling in 24-hour environments? One tip, if you had to give us one tip.
Yes, I believe that it is very important to know the billing method so we can understand how the business works and see how we could make the best scheduling. In this case, we need to know how the location is. If we have political issues
Mm,
or something that could affect our folks, yeah, and then make the decisions. If we need part timers or full timers, and see how the break and lunches are going to be structured.
I absolutely love that. Well, thank you so much, Alan, for coming to hang out with us on this week's WFM Tipsy Thursdays. I really appreciate all the value and information and tips that you shared with us. Awesome. Well, that was so amazing. I love the tips that Alan shared around strategies for scheduling for a 24-hour call center. Is one, have a good communication plan, right? Just saying, hey, this is the schedule because it's always been the schedule, or this is what another site is doing, may not be what you need to be doing, or the schedules that are going to be comparable or okay optimal rather for your organization. And then one of the tips that I loved that he left us with was understand the billing and also understand what things may be happening around the site, because he's thinking globally when it comes to scheduling strategies, right? Are there political things that may be happening? Are there things that are happening around the site that we may need to take into account when we're thinking about the schedules that we're producing as a workforce management team, but also that we are requesting as an operations team? Those things are super important when we're thinking global teams that we have to schedule for. I hope that this tip was helpful for you this week. This WFM Tipsy Thursday tip was helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you jump into the blog where we go deeper into this topic. Until next time, go be great and let's make impact. See you guys soon. Bye.